gotta be versatile. You got to be versatile. What book am I in? I just got in here. Do it look like I'm in a book? I just say hello. I just got here. I'm not in no book. And I need y'all, truth be told, to start reading the room. Just wait a minute. Just calm down. Edge control. I'm going to tell you something. I do not tell y'all the brands of certain stuff I use because I want to be able to get it. I learned in this last 2 years, I can't tell y'all everything or else it won't be available for 6 months and then I can't buy it. So some stuff I'm not going to tell y'all because I love y'all and I don't want to be angry at you all. Because y'all buy stuff out and then I can't find it. I got to go and be looking and I don't want to do that. So I love you, but some stuff I'm not going to tell y'all. I tell you what to get, but not the kind I get. I learned that last year. See, you said fine, yeah. The way y'all use y'all buying power, Listen, it happens all the time, Mr. Israel. They'll buy all my favorite stuff, and then I can't get it. I learned to buy it, and while it's on the way to me, like it's already be here tomorrow or the next day, then I tell them. I told my WOU cousins don't know how to act. I'm trying to tell you, they don't. Listen here, they don't. They don't. Hold on, y'all. Yep. Sorry, cousin. We don't. We don't. It's good though. Y'all cannot say that you don't find yourself on your way to work, washing dishes, talking to somebody, and just be tickled about all that goes on over here. You can't help but share it and smile real big when your cheeks is hurting when you talk about it. This I know. It's the truth. You can't. There's no way you can. Because this is a happy place. And it's not a fake happy place. It's a real, you got to like do the work to be happy over here. You can't be fake. And the happiness you get over here is real. And we deal with ugly issues and we dress up in costumes and we have just a good time. You all show more love than a little bit. Come on now in that part and do. Because folks is trying to beat you down and get some shields. Little lady. And now we got somebody. I hope you and Hank get together. You, Hank, and Tasha, and the Bugetto herbalist. I need all y'all to get together and just come up with a WOIU line, cause he got the metal work. So if you want to do some wood and metal stuff, I'm just saying. And I work with wood, and I haven't learned the metal part of it yet. But y'all, listen, if I have drawn out so many tables I want to make and pieces of furniture, and it's used in all recycled metals and different things. Ooh. Just give me a barn. That's why I said I want me a pole barn. And my she shed is not going to look like nobody else's. They gonna raise up the thing and be like, what the heck? Tools. On every wall, I'm gonna have that floor that look like the truck steps. What is that called? That stuff on the side, the crinkly looking metal that be on the side of the trucks. I want my whole thing to look like that. What is that called, gentlemen? It's chrome, but it's something kind of like, it's not corrugated metal. What is it called? They know what it is because they be putting it on their car. Ain't no men with no, they warning boards, but what's the name of them? Diamond plates. That's what I want. I want my she shed in diamond plate like the floor. But then I'm gonna have some rubber, molded over it to where, I don't slip and fall. But when I shine that bad baby up and open that thing up and all them tools be glistening in there, I'm ready for it. It make my toes wiggle. It make my toes wiggle like this. Just think about it. And if God said if I can see it, He can do it. So I'm just, my she shed gonna be stupid with tools. It's gonna have little tractors in there, jackhammers, all kinds of stuff. Like I need, don't buy me diamonds and shoes. Buy me tools, husband, so I can fix some stuff. We don't gotta call the plumber. Let me go out here and get the backhoe so I can dig this ground up. Now you gonna have to get in there in that water. I ain't doing that, but well, at least we ain't gotta pay nobody to dig the hole. We can call the plumber after we get it, but we ain't paying nobody. I'm going out here. Let me get my coffee. Hold on. This about to be me. Now I ain't getting down in that water, so you might want to call him for that. But the rest of it, I'll dig that hole now. Listen, and Will, let me go put my boots on. I get out there with the backhoe. I get out there with a shovel if it's a good enough day. It puts the lotion on the ski. Listen here. This is the thing. We who remembers the question, are you what or what? And that could be a number of things here. So I'm just gonna say it. You can be expensive and not valuable. I'm gonna just leave that. I'm gonna let y'all think about that. You need to decide if you're expensive or valuable. Which one would you like to be? Some people think that being expensive is valuable, and you could be very expensive and have absolutely no value to anyone's life, not even your own. People confuse expensive and valuable with the same things, but they're not. I'm trying to tell you. That's gonna go over a lot of people's head in real life. Because they think if you buy me something that costs a lot of money, that this is valuable. But that's not true because there's a lot of things that cost a lot of money and they're cheaply made, they're poorly made, they don't really have any value actually. There was people making trash bag jackets out of a real 20-cent trash bag. That damn thing ain't got no value, but they were selling them for $10,000. Where can you get the Book of Enoch on Amazon? These be questions y'all can answer. Google will tell you everything, I promise. I promise. Mm-hmm. Google. Yep, I Googled everything first. That's how I found a lot of the lost books. Before I knew that they existed in written form, I was reading them online and writing them down. Because I didn't think, and then when I tried to take them to pastors, they used to tell me don't read them. I'm so happy I didn't listen to them. When I tell y'all that makes my stomach leap for joy, do you know that? Just think if I would have listened to them. Do y'all realize we would not be here? We would not have, none of this would be here. Y'all get that? We would not have WOIU. I believe it. A lot of them read the books. A lot of them that went to seminary school had to read them. It was a part of their curriculum. But then money became more important than souls, and looking like you are flourishing instead of getting souls, really bringing them to Christ is a different thing. Which is sad because souls are important to God, whether they're important to you or not. Thank you so much, Miss Lady. And this is why, mm, A lot of us could be a lot further along in different things if we hadn't listened to the people that we thought were speaking the best into our lives. And we've all had, times where we do that, but I've learned that if it doesn't look like religion, most times it probably is God getting ready to take you through something. I had a pastor say he knew things he couldn't preach. Say that again, Mr. Stockton. Please say it louder. You said you knew a pastor, a reverend, a bishop of the Lord that was hiding secret information from the church people?
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Hello out there. I need the people in the back to listen to what this person just said. He said he knew a pastor that had information, secret information, that he could not preach. Now, do you think that God told him that or the bank? I'm trying to say this nice. So you gonna play with people's souls for money, Pastor? Pastor, I hope you know that the punishment for pastors that don't tell people the truth is to be laid prostrate on their stomach and molten iron, basically lava, on your spiritual body that won't give out from your head to your feet. While you listening to the bank. Because for every soul that you did not feed correctly, you're going to be held accountable, Father. The Bible say that the shepherds wax fat, but the sheep is starving. And that was talking about knowledge. They know where it is. They know how to go get it, but they gonna keep y'all on a spiritual diet. This is why you keep failing, because you gotta keep going back to the enemy for what you need. Ridiculous. Didn't I tell you hungry people be angry? Didn't I tell y'all hungry people be angry? And every time a Christian, a 66er come in here, they act ugly. Like they hungry. And y'all be sitting back chilling like y'all full. Kind to people. Try to give them a chance. Don't be trying to argue. You act like you too full to move around. Okay? They spiritually hungry. And when they see us licking our fingers and got all this extra on the plate, and we just sit back and let it go, then we're going to run to the restroom real quick, get our hands real good, and we're going to go on and hit the rest of that. They don't like it. But y'all lives is changing. A hungry man is an angry man, and he is. And I'm not saying be a glutton either, because there's a time and a place for everything. But do you understand now what I be trying to tell you? Why I don't be having time to argue? I know you hungry. That's why you mad. And you over here getting your head buzzed by a lady that don't got that good old white collar on, and you don't know how to take it. I get it. It's a shock. This is how Peter and them used to get. People used to interact with them the same way. Who are you? Well, Jesus picked me, handpicked me, and I know you don't feel like you did, but I'm over here. Whether you like it or not. Thanks. He told me and my wife we don't belong there. You're right. You didn't. You didn't. He didn't lie. He didn't lie. Do you belong there? You want to stay where you just getting lied to? Or would they have information but they not going to give it to you? Is that the kind of place you want to be in? How about y'all? Listen, we don't belong there in the synagogues of Satan. We don't. Because they don't even want God. They want prosperity. They want money. They want to be able to not associate themselves with the very people that got. Did y'all see what we read earlier? Y'all literally see what we read earlier. And you don't see it. It said, you cannot tell me that you love God and you a follower of God and you callously walk past people in need. Callously. What does callous what does callously mean? Please tell me. What's the definition of callously? What is it? Saints. Being cruel and hard hearted without feeling or emotion. Hard. Being insensitive. I want to say buddy after that. So hard. Well, bud. Mm-hmm. 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 When is you gonna raise your hand and say, yeah, I've been callous? Because the moment you look at a homeless person and say I ain't got nothing for them, you fall under this right here. Mm-hmm. They hustling. They be over on the other corner. Okay, but call me Robin Hood. I'm coming through busting the people's heads. You heard me? You said what? You said you wasn't callous. You gonna tell the truth? Huh? Are ya? You're gonna tell the truth? I knew they was coming in there. You gonna tell the truth or? I work hard for my money. I ain't giving nobody nothing. I barely got enough for myself. If you've ever said that, I can barely pay my own bills. They need to get up. I'm sure somebody else can help them. Or you walk up to a homeless person and give them something you already ate off of instead of buying them. a nice fresh plate like what you had. And gave him a couple dollars. How about you got all those fine coats that you walk past and you can't wear them all at one time? My wife has that shield on her necklace. Come on in. You can get her one of these. We have people that make them custom. Oh! Don't play with me. Yeah, we got Thor's hammers and everything in here. Tell her come on in. And two. You said what now? You said you want me to knight thee or smite thee? You said you want to be dubbed and not snubbed. That's what you said? Okay, I understand. Nice to meet you too. Because you can be dubbed or snubbed. And you can be smited or knighted. Whichever one you like. You take your pick. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a choice. I know y'all be sick of me. Yes, my daddy is a 70s. Listen, my real daddy was a 70s pimp type dude. And I didn't even spend that much time around him. But when I did spend a little bit, I said, that's where I get that from. And I didn't even know, dude, when I was growing up. But that's funny. That's where I get that from. It just rolls off my tongue. I promise you, he used to talk just like, he had a lot of like quick comebacks and things. He was a comedian as well. Even though I didn't really get along with him. But other people loved him. You know? Smited or knighted. Dubbed or snubbed. You tell me. Smited and snubbed go together, and knighted and dubbed go together. You see that? Tom, don't say that here. Because then they'll be banning stuff. Now, go to the corner. Oh, damn it. It's time for you to go to the corner. And this is why my nieces want to put you in a home. You cannot say stuff. I be trying to keep you out. You watch the magicians. You better pay attention or they going to be trying to take your money. Now, listen. This is not fillery. You gotta let them know that this is for real. Tone. Listen, you gonna be seeing Elliot in a minute sitting there smoking a cigarette. You better chill out. Dang it. Nieces, he didn't mean it. He just gets a little ahead of himself. I'm gonna keep him wrangled in, I promise you. Well, listen. No, Amazon does not have that shield. Tay is making some. And then if Joy is in here, she actually ordered that from somewhere. I don't know where she ordered it from. Tay's making some. We got Hank that's actually going to do some metal ones. And so then there's that Hank Yorkin. Yorkire. I can't remember what his last name. I just remember the BJORK. After that, I can't remember the rest of it. Top of the morning to you all. Is it morning still? I don't know. Yes. I'm happy that y'all letting y'all inner children live again. That makes me excited. Do you feel happier now that you don't gotta be grown and grumpy and gray all day? Anybody? You do not have to be grown, grumpy, and gray no more. You could be full of flowers and colors, and you're going to name it Nephilim Slayer. Absolutely wonderful. NS for short. I think that's a great thing. Now that, I think, is an amazing thing. A Nephilim Slayer. I'm just saying. I wonder how many swords have been sold. Fine, I'll pick it up. Don't worry about it. Sure. I wonder how many of these Amazon have sold in the last week or so. What y'all think? How many of y'all think they didn't sold? Even for the people that's not in our community, but they came over here and seen it. Listen, you gonna name yours the 66er? You cutting to the marrow in the bone, in between the bone and the marrow. You see it? Sharpen up the cut between the bone and the what? They got different ones too, and will. It is. It make me happy. Just like it made me want to find a horse and buy it and get some leather, like a leather skirt and a leather crop top thing with the arms on it. You hear me? Like my Xena Princess Warrior outfit and ride off into the sunset, like go riding on some heels and my locks just be blowing in the wind. Like I'm ready. And Lord knows I don't care for horses all that much, but Lord, I'm ready. Let's go, Dad. Come on. I'll meet you at where the river crosses the path underneath the bridge for Stadia from. You just make sure the enemy is up at the overpass and you're going to have to go between the woods and you're going to have to walk. You won't be able to, you'll have to leave your horse. There's going to be an old woman that lives in a house there. You'll make this sound and then she'll open the door for you. And you wait there for me. Like, that's how I feel when I hold this. Do you hear me? Don't y'all feel that in your spirit? That's how it make you want to walk through the woods and see what you see now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what this make me feel like. It makes me feel real Game of Thrones-y, kinda. You know, fillery and further. What's the sound? I don't know. It'll come to me. Like, what? Why do I gotta be grouchy and grumpy and an old person? Why can't I be grown and happy? It's a thing. You could do it. It's real. As long as you stop trying to live in other people's, whatever their form of happiness for you, and find your own. That's what I would do if I was you. Yeah. So, was anybody here for class earlier when we talked about Adam and Eve trying to unalive themselves? Was that an interesting thing to learn? If you was here earlier, some of you already knew that, but some of our newbies didn't know. So when you hear things like that, does that change your perspective on God? Is so much deeper than I even thought. Okay, well, y'all know y'all can go back and watch it. Basically, we read about Adam unaliving himself, him and Eve trying to unalive themselves, and God said, come on back. And this is how we see, like in the movies, where they jump off and they be fighting, and the one person they both look dead, they play the crazy music and spin around them. You see all of the chaos, and then the one all of a sudden says, they had, yeah. Mm-hmm. They had that kind of thing going on, and God said, I wish you would get up. Just like a human having a tantrum. I'm going to throw myself down to the floor and hurt myself, he said, and I'm going to whoop you up. That's what's going to happen. You can throw yourself down there, but I'm going to whoop you up off the ground. And then you're going to be battered and bruised, and then I'm going to have to. She'd have said, wow, yeah. For real. I'm going to whoop you back up off the ground. And look at you. Now look what you made me do. You thought that was going to get you out of your trouble. It's not. You're still on punishment. And now you're on punishment and you in pain. I was just going to let you have the punishment without the pain. But look at you. You going to stop throwing yourself down or you going to hurt your head, honey, now? Now come here. Let's go get some Band-Aids for your boo-boos. And you still on punishment. Go to your room. And don't slam the door. And don't turn your TV up loud either. Because you're going to need to hear me when I'm calling you so you don't get in trouble again. I ain't talking about your kids. You know when you having a humongous fit and you don't want to hear what he got to say, and so you gonna go out and hurt yourself and do all this crazy stuff. He said, I don't care, I'm gonna whoop you up. And then you're gonna have to come in here and go, stop and catch your breath. Go in his bed, I'm listening. You what? I'm sorry. You what? You said get off my toes. I'm gonna sit down. Uh, you gonna listen next time? Yeah, but just stay right there. It's you gonna be all right. Now go and do what I asked you to do. And everybody, I still got your cake for you. You still gonna get it, but you gonna listen. And I ain't talking about your kids. Somebody said, listen here. This you talking to your daddy. Because you done threw yourself down and went and did all of this muddy, rolling the mud type stuff. And you think you was hurting him. You didn't do nothing but bruise your damn self, crazy. You said yes. Oh my God, so dramatic. I ain't talking about your kids either. Is you gonna tell the truth? They act just like you. You do it to God, and your kids do it to you. The only way to understand how he got to parent you is for him to make your kids act just like you with him. And then you'll understand why you don't need to do it with him either. Because they couldn't get their way, Zico. They could not get their way. Why do most people unalive themselves? Because they can't get their way. You don't want to be with me? I'm going to unalive myself. You don't want to buy me what I want? I'm going to unalive myself. I'm not saying every situation. But 97% of the time it be because they can't get their way. And that's exactly what was going on. God was not budging on what he said. And so they kept going on hunger strikes. Try to drown themselves, threw themselves off the tallest building. Sound like us when we don't get our way. We start doing stuff that could potentially take our life if God don't save us from ourselves. Drowning in drug addiction, alcohol addiction, intimacy addiction, corn addictions, work addiction, church addiction. It don't even be that you love it. It be that is the void you trying to fill. And the only thing that can fill it is a relationship with him. You can fill it with work, money, intimacy, whatever. You can feel shopping, food. You can fill it with all kinds of stuff. You're going to be feeling it for a long time. And that stuff is just going to keep going away and starting over and being a new fad. And you still going to feel the same way. Because you are trying to fill a void that can't nothing else fill. He left the door locked. He the only one that can get in there. It ain't even available. It's like a secret room. So people that walk right past it don't even know what's in there because he reserved it for himself. And Satan be trying to say he got in there, but he don't because he don't got the keys. That's why you got to try to trap you in certain things so he can say, oh, no, I got the keys. God said, you still can't get in the room because it's hidden. And only me, when I put my hands on the door, do it open. You don't even, it look like a mirror to you. You don't even know there's a door behind there. Because the only thing you're going to see is a reflection of you if you look in there. But I can see straight through the mirror into the darkest parts of this person's heart, mind, body, and soul. And that space is reserved for me because I'm the light. You said what? Darkness be trying to creep in. Oh, you see. Phew. I'm just saying. Lucifer can only see what he installed in you when he look in that mirror to your heart. You understand me? God is the only person. He didn't say Lucifer can see in there. He said, I'm the only one that can judge that heart. I'm the only one that can see. So Lucifer be trying to act like he's standing in front of there and try to imitate or emulate God, but the only person that can actually get through that door is the person that's reserved that got the key, and this guy, you don't. And you gotta open it and let him in. You can't even open it yourself. Like you gotta give him the keys to open it. I'm just saying. And once you do, your life will change drastically. But you can keep trying to fill it with other stuff. It was a space. It was a space in between. I believe that there's portals right here. So when he kicked them out, they could have came right out of a portal. That don't mean they wasn't sitting right on top of us. That's how demons is in here, but they not in here. So it wasn't nothing for him to open a portal and push them out, but they was already in the spiritual form, because everything starts in the spirit first. We got this flesh as a punishment. We didn't have this. This came as after they sinned, because Adam didn't even know he was walking. They said they didn't even know they was treading when they first got out the garden, because they had never walked. They floated. And this is why levitation and this whole magic thing, being able to move without, it's man trying to get back to what they originally did, and the spirits trying to let you know how we used to be. But gravity, sin, and death was put on us when we was kicked out. That's why Adam said, I used to be able to see the angels descending and ascending and be able to see all of that. Well, now you only see it when you go to sleep, or if you do divination. That's the only way that you get, or astral project. But you didn't have to do that at first. It was just natural. But then God gave us animal flesh, like eyes and skin, so that your spirit is covered and it don't get to see the way it used to unless God unveil it. That's the veil, right? This is part of the veil. Because when you die, your spirit leave your body. You don't take it. But you know that you ain't dead, because y'all said energy can never be destroyed. So then you don't die. But the reincarnated body don't come until after Christ come back. Folks that be talking about they reincarnated, that's demons. They trapped here. And they need a body to possess. And so if they got a lot of you and tell you they one of your ancient ancestors, we might not even be alive. Then, if you want to let them inhabit you, fine. I don't do nothing with that. Because they just need a body. Because they looking at their gigantic bodies all over the place and in statues and stuff. Just like they showed us in the Medusa movies. And they was turning statues, or in stasis, should I say. That's why the statues look so real. Because they was. And they got to walk past their bodies, roaming to and fro. And they need a body to possess, because they in the dark and in the cold. And your body hot. And they can see the light through your eyes, because otherwise they in darkness. This is why they want to possess you. But this is why as soon as they possess you, you walk different, you talk different, you eat different, you smell different, you do different things that you would never do. And then you can't control it because they want it, because they ain't had it in a long. Possession. And who want to possess you? The people that God make walk past their bodies and they can't do nothing with them. And we cutting into them and making them tables and stuff. That's why you got gold veins and marble veins. They show you in X-Men. And the Fantastic Four, that people was out of the elements. You mean because the angels was the guards over the elements, and then they made it with the people and made superheroes. Nope. Mm. No. What y'all think? Yes, it's very real. But why do you want to learn? Well, like, what do you want to learn? That's all over the internet. That information is easy. Just type that in, and that's, yeah. The Illuminati is just easy to find that information. You can go everywhere and get that. You can go to the library everywhere, online. There's a lot of it. Do you know what happens at conception? Have you studied the zygote and how the cells form and what has to start those cells to multiply? It's not really the sperm. It's a spark. Electricity is energy. Spirits are energy. Before you ever get a baby, the only way for those cells to multiply is for an electrical spark to happen. That means everything starts in the spirit in the dark. You don't see that the woman is pregnant on the outside first. Oh, okay. Yeah. Everything starts in the spirit. When you die, the only reason we know you dead is because your spirit leave your body. You take your last breath, and it's an exhale. And your chest don't never rise again. So you was releasing something. And guess what happens? The same way when he breathed breath into and the oxygen needed and the electricity, right? Your heart stops beating. There's no more electric running through your brain cells. The same spark that started the cells to firing is the same spark that stops everything from working. Giving up the ghost. Do you see? So the electricity starts the life and it also stops it, because when your heart stops, then your neurons and stuff start firing, and that ain't nothing but electricity going all over the outside of your brain. So the same spark that starts your life stops your life, and the same oxygen that you need to get them cells to multiply and for the blood and all of that to keep going to do what it do is the same thing that stops at the end. So yeah, everything starts and stops with the spirit. Because if your spirit leave your body, then it don't matter how much blood or whatever you got pumping, ain't nothing moving, because that spirit is energy, electricity. And that's why they use electricity. They gotta use electricity to restart it. Shock waves is sending electrons through your brain to get it to firing, to get your, they have to put electricity, but try to put electricity back. An electrocardiogram and all of these different things. Yeah. That part. I keep telling y'all, it's a lot of stuff I used to have to read as a kid. My parents was in the medical field. It's not a game. That's why I said I don't want to be a doctor. No. I don't want to be a lawyer either, because they're cheats. Like, no. You're welcome. This is not everybody, but this was my thought at like 10. I was like, I done been around both, and I don't see that being a thing. One parent wanted me to be a doctor, the other wanted me to be a lawyer, and I didn't want to be either. I wanted to be a hairstylist and a choir director, and I just had a whole bunch of other stuff. It didn't have nothing to do with that. Bob the Builder, just a whole bunch of other stuff. None of that was in the cards for me. Yeah. That's why I say, like, why not a lawyer? Because they could be bribed. I'm not for sale. That's why I don't even teach in the church. Because I'm not going to say what y'all want me to say. Because you think you give me some money. I'm going to say what I want to say. And if you want to bless the ministry, you do that. Oh! Wait a minute. Who remembers me telling y'all the story? Okay, I got a story time for y'all. Some of the old people done already heard it. Why did I find it the other day? I was too tickled. I was like, I ain't gonna show them. So y'all remember me telling y'all in 2012 I had moved back from the West Coast, and I was getting ready to move into this apartment, and the lady was having a garage sale. My daughters like me, they love garage sales. They didn't went down there and told the lady we was moving. I didn't even know. Anyway, they came back with a box of stuff. What did you do? The lady said her didn't want all of this stuff, and she gave it to us. She gave TT this and this and this and this. Okay, so whatever. So everybody that got their stuff. My daughters hand me the box. I guess that the lady was blessing them with. I went through there with some cute little, like, I don't know, picture frames and stuff. Now, this is right when I say, okay, Lord, I'm whatever you want me to do. Why was it an offering plate in there? I said, take this. I don't think she meant to put this in there. And she said, mama, the lady said she ain't take it. Well, then put this in TT box. They said, no, Mom. You hear me? When I tell y'all my daddy, he petty and how he do stuff, because I was like, Lord, you know what I need, blah, 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 blah. Little knick-knacky stuff. He gave me that. I kept trying to give it away. It wouldn't leave nowhere. So for like 2 years, I had this offering plate. Just in the house. Okay? Then he tells me to build that podium I showed y'all. I said, this is crazy. People already, and then, well, no, excuse me. The offering plate came. Then the big Bibles came. Then he told me to build a podium, right? So I thought I had gave the offering plate away. This is so funny. This was the first part of him telling me what I was going to be doing, y'all. Look. Oh my God, I was so mad, but I still got it. Look, y'all. I tried to get his back. I tried to get his back. The lady wouldn't take it. I tried to give it to my home girl. I tried to give it to people how to cook stuff in it and tried to, and they brought it back. I used it as a pie pan, but it wasn't one. I didn't pick it up. I said, I ain't using it as no offering plate. And ate. And you know what happened? Who want to hear something stupid crazy? A year after I received that, people started paying their tithes to me because of the Bible studies we was having. And I didn't know they was tithes. They would just come by like, if these was people that I would bless. One of my aunties used to send me Walmart to her. I said, what is this? She said, I want to bless you. I didn't know it was really their tithes. That was after this showed up. Probably not even a good 8 months. For real. And I was in my house. So this showed up. Then a year, 8 months after those showed up, these showed up. Oh. These showed up. And people said, what's going on over there? I said, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Because these books probably weigh more than me. They feel like it. And they said, what's going on? I said, I didn't even know these books exist. Somebody bought them for me. This person don't even believe in God. You hear me? Whew. Excuse me. You hear me? Then the podium. Then the practicing for YouTube, but I wasn't even not even practicing for YouTube. He had me just doing these vlogs every day about what I studied. Just all of these little things, year after year, he just started adding to. And look at what the heck I do every day. Are these Bibles? Yes. And there's only 800 in the whole world of them. And they heavy. And I got number like 323 or 32 or one of them. My thing's in here somewhere. The certificate of authenticity. Oh, shoot. Ooh. You see that? Genesis to Limitations, Ezekiel to Revelations. Ooh. These books heavy. And I say that to say this. God will give you Little breadcrumbs about where you gonna go. He ain't gonna give you all the pieces at once. You gotta be willing to take the one piece and then the other piece and then the other piece. Because if he showed you the whole picture, you only doing it because he showed you the end. But if he only give it to you piece by piece and you can't see the whole picture, then he earning your loyalty. But if I tell you I'm gonna give you $1 million at the end of this, whether you really like me or not, you're gonna stay because you know you're getting some money. But if I only give you piece by piece, then I'll know if you really want me or what I'm trying to offer you. And so this came, and then the books came, and then he made me build the podium, and then he had me practicing talking to people and all of this stuff. And people used to say, girl, you crazy. I said, I know, right? This is weird. I don't know why you got me doing it. Well, 52 years later, all I do is pull out books, get my tablet, speak, blah, 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 go pull out books. That's what I do. You hear me? Nerd Junk isn't coming up. It should. Nerd Junk Shop. Nerd Junk Shop. .com. Nerd Junk Shop. You hear me? So quit trying to, you don't have to see the whole picture. You don't have to know everything that's going to happen. That's going to ruin the whole vibe of everything. You won't appreciate it already if you know the end. I got my black half-top hoodie. Ooh. I love those still. You can rock that with so many different things. The little lace, you know, what you call the little crappie bra things. You can put a cute hot, you know, or long sleeve t-shirt. Like, you can rock that with so much stuff. Mm-hmm. I try to make, well, not make, but I try to pick stuff that you can actually wear more than one time and you like it and it's comfortable and it's, I can't think of the word right now. It makes me excited. Do you, the flaps glow in the dark? What color glow in the dark did you get? Or did you get like black or red? Because you know you can get them letters however you want them. I just got mine white. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Miss Rhodes. Because if you always give your kids whatever they want right away, they don't appreciate it when you make them wait. You see if they just doing it to get what they want, or if they doing it because they really love you. What's on Etsy? What are you talking about? What is on Etsy? No, not that one. She has her own website. nerdjunkshop.com. She got her whole own website. Not Etsy. Yeah. Yeah, nerdjunkshop.com. With all the cute stuff over there. There she go, right there. There she go, right there. Miss Rangel. That's the Nerd Junk Shop lady right there. She popped there right on time. I be telling you that my daddy be doing stuff around here. It just makes me happy that it just come on through like it is. There she go. Right under you. What book list are you looking for? There's a book list in my Amazon store, and that's it. I don't list all my books, y'all. There's not a book list of every book that I have. There's not, and there probably will never be. Love y'all. If you see in my classes, you'll see them, but just to put out every book that's in here, I probably won't ever do that. Mm-mm. I don't think it's smart, actually. I don't think it's wise. I watched the movie The Ninth Gate. Made me think. Oh, no. He's Yeah, that's up there in my bio, pumpkin, in the Amazon store. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I'm gonna play my video game today. It's cold outside. I don't gotta go nowhere and do nothing. And so I think I'm gonna play my game today because I finally figured out how to hit them with the Wham Bam Thank You Ma'am on the Harry Potter game. I finally got past that. It's raining, right? I think it's about to snow here. So we worked real hard in this last couple, in this last couple weeks and stuff. So I'm getting better because I plan on tap dancing on the top of some of these folks' heads here in a minute. As soon as I can learn how to quit kicking myself out the game when I'm trying to hit them with the 1-2. Talking about, do I want to restart the game? Why is you taking me out of here? I was about to hit him with the ones. I need to change my out button on the other side. Yes, the ninth gate. Yeah, the ninth gate. The seventh seal. All of them movies that came out is gonna make so much sense. Frank, get your wife and y'all get some popcorn, honey, and get your notebooks out. What other movies y'all take? I'm learning. I'm getting it though. I'll probably play a little Mortal Kombat today. Now, what I really gotta do is get is Call of Duty. Like I don't understand that game at all, and I know it's a shooting game, but I don't even know who I'm supposed to be shooting or where I'm supposed to be shooting them at. They be eating me up. So I'll wait until I get a game buddy that can come and sit in my room and show me what exactly it is that I need to be doing so I can watch them play. Because once I watch you, then I'll be good. I don't want to watch it. I need to watch your fingers and stuff. So then once I do that, I'll be good after that. Kayla, I need me a little kid because they'll teach you all the combos. Auntie, you supposed to go down, down, side, side, and then hit this right here. Okay, bet. The grown folks don't be wanting you to whoop them. Kids don't care. They just happy that they get to be showing somebody. Now tell me what I do if I'm gonna drop kick them and punch them and choke them at the same time. Okay. And then how I hit them with the 2 spin. Okay, bet. Okay. They don't care. You wanna play with me? Yup. Show me how you did that, little girl. Cause your uncle don't want to show me because he don't want me to beat him down on Thanksgiving when we play this tournament. Show me again. Okay. The kids just want you to play and they'll show you everything and they be knowing all the tricks of the trade. So big. I ain't gonna keep asking the old folks. I'ma ask these little kids to show me how to play this game so that way I can whoop y'all. I gotta catch up for like 20 years. Y'all been gaming for 20, 25 years. I ain't really played a video game in 20, 25 years. My son's 26, so if that tell you anything, it's been that long. I gotta catch up. I'm catching up though. You just give me a minute. I'm gonna catch up. Mm-hmm. You can't remember the buttons, girl, me either, but I'm learning. That's why I've been doing practice mode in Mortal Kombat so I can learn them for myself. I don't remember exactly which one. It's an older one. Mm-hmm. So I need to get on the PlayStation Network store thing. I ain't been back on there in a while either. You say it's something serious too. Listen here. I'ma get it. Do my sons have interest in what I share? What do you mean? I only got one son biologically. He's 26. My baby, he share a lot of stuff that I do. But like he right now he on his I'm traveling across the country, popping in, popping out stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's the one that told me years ago when he was like 7 or 8 that I was gonna start the tribulation force. And I used to tell him, boy, get out of here. And then look what we be doing right here. He called me last night. Yeah, talking about my look. I was trying to show you New York. Boy, I've been already. Couple days. Like 3. Yeah. I've been all down Broadway and all in Harlem and Yonkers and Jersey, all over there. Son, I'm happy you get to experience it. It's great. And he's like, yeah, mom, it's dope. I said, cool. Go to get down and see if you can get you some food or something. Yeah, my kids do not care. They'll drive cross country. They getting on planes. They not waiting on nobody. They like their mama. Thank you. Yes, honey. They get to moving. You hear me? Yes. And they ain't gotta they don't they don't you don't even know they gone or doing that, like they be out. My kids, they not scared to move to a new place. Be where they don't know nobody. They not scared. If they get tired of their surroundings, they will pack up everything, sell everything, and move. They don't care. They will. Listen, I used to be all over the United States. Why y'all think I say I'm happy to sit down? I used to be everywhere. My family still be like, where you live now? Because they know I tell you I live here today and be packing to move tomorrow. So try to show up if you want to. I don't even live here no more. There's been times I lived in 3 different states in a year. Folks get to getting on my nerves. I'm going to get away from you. I'm not about to be miserable for nobody. If I got to move to a city where I know not absolutely one person to be okay, I will do that. All over and everywhere. I'm not tied down to nothing and nobody. Now when it comes to that, I'm not, your loyalty is not about to cost me my peace. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that you can find a completed Bible because there's too many. You can't, all the books of the Bible, you couldn't even fit them in one book. There's too many disciples and stories. There is no one book that has them all. You got to get that out of your mind and then just start picking up all the other lost books that you find. That part. Listen, this is the thing. Folks got to understand. Yeah. Yes. Your mom is skeptical of the lost books. A lot of people are. I mean, you got to make a decision on what you want for yourself. Like I said, this ain't church. We ain't forcing you. If you buy the books and it touch your spirit, you do what you need to do with them. Well, the Bible has already told us about these pastors and what they're going to do. So, you learn. I don't know what else to say. I'm not going to quit reading them because they've helped my life, and millions of other people's lives. So, and that ain't even an exaggeration. Because there's people that's reading the lost books of the Bible and Bible narrative. One, they never knew they exist. Two, they never even read the Bible before. And just because they got into the Nephilim, now they have to go and they have to read it. So, God ain't forcing you. He ain't going to force nobody to know him deeper. Because some people just want surface. I'm not a surface person. I want to find out why you tick the way you tick. So, yeah, I've been asking God to give me knowledge for a long time. And I moved to be here for real. Listen, it's a real thing. The books, in my opinion, don't say anything wrong or bad. Come on, they tell you more the freaking truth. You can actually get the real story and not the watered down one. You got your survival stuff yesterday, and that part, come on. I don't even know what that is. I'm not Google, y'all. I don't know everything. I know about a lot of things, but I don't know a lot about everything. I mean, all things now. Come on. Give me a break. Okay, I don't know. You need to look up the number. All right. Mm-hmm. The Bible has a lot of holes in it, and God wanted to know if you wanted to know Him more, or you was just gonna be satisfied with that little bit. Okay, can y'all find the scripture that's where God said He has hidden mysteries in His Word? What's the scripture that says that? Can y'all find the scripture for me? What's the scripture that talks about that He has hidden mysteries? Where's the scripture? And then I'm about to go run to the bathroom while y'all find it. You can literally type in Hidden Mysteries Bible scripture on Google. It'll come up. Matthew 13 and 11. Colossians 1:26 and 29. Is that Deuteronomy 29 and 29? I don't know what book that is. Is that 18? Katie. Focus. Focus on what's going on right now. I see you just keep typing a whole bunch of stuff. I need you to focus. Pay attention, Punker, to what we're talking about. Please. Thank you. Deuteronomy 29 and 29. Daniel 2 and 28. Ephesians 1 and 8. So if God talks about, He got all these scriptures, maybe that's something that you should go study. Ephesians 1 and 8. Maybe that could be your homework for this evening right now if you ain't doing nothing. Okay? Shelly, we don't add people. I love you, Pumpkin. Okay? Only person that address people here like that is me. Thank you, because it's my life. If I want to acknowledge something, I don't need anybody else to do that. We don't do it. Okay? Thank you. But since folks think that that's all there is, and then do me a favor. Do me a favor, right? I need you to look at why and what he was talking about when he was talking about the mysteries. 1. Okay? 2, if you want to go deeper, look for the books that are listed in the Bible that are not there. This could take a long while. You hear me? Okay? So research the scriptures where it talks about the mysteries of God and the hidden mysteries. And then the second thing is go through that KJV and find out what books are listed when they say the book of this or the book of that, and then write a list of those. Can y'all do that? I'm probably about to go color or something. Homework. And if I don't get back to y'all this evening, you got until tomorrow. If I do get back to y'all this evening, it's just what you found. You ain't got to be all stressed out about it. This is just showing you what to look for. And sometimes what's not on the paper is more important than what is. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm sure that you all will have a lot to teach me when you come back. All right? So research all the scriptures about God's, mysteries, the hidden mysteries in the Bible, where it literally lists that. See what's going on in there. And then also take your time, if you can. You can Google it and whatever. You ain't got to stress yourself out. And look about how many books are listed in the Bible that are not there. That's some good homework for you. You about to go down a whole bunch of rabbit holes. You're welcome. You are welcome. See, I didn't have nobody to tell me these stuff. I had to, you know what I'm saying? If I had to do that on my own, but once I did, it's powerful. I promise.